I'm back, baby. All right. How things looking, my schnookums?
Back, and then all of a sudden everything started again. So my character's epilogue was him magically removing that from his head.
So I'm late. Needed to put in some Landry, and also was watching Sheena's birthday. Hold on, let me check my sound real quick, like. Hold on, I'm starting to look. Also, I need to be talking in here. Hi, how you doing? Everything okay? The music's a little low. Can't hear it very well. Actually, why did I put that back on? Actually, no, I need to put that back on. No, I can't hear what I'm trying to get up to. 1 second. Let's go to there. Okay. Let's go to there. And now, talking 1, 2, 3, talking 1, 2, 3, talking. Hello, 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 hello. That seems a little loud. Split the diff. Yeah. Alright, that sounds good. Okay. Sorry. The air quality in my place is not very good. I don't even know if the windows can be opened, which pretty much means I need to open up doors, but it's so hot outside. Yeah. And I got mold in my bathroom. Don't tell no one. I need to call and have people who own this place and see if they'll take care of that. Anyways. Hello, my name is 10K. I always put in the time, so my art is no longer crime. Today, I really am hoping to be finishing this. Please, God, let me finish this. Because I only have a little bit more line art to do. And if there's just like a little bit of touch-up stuff, especially with like shading of colors and whatnot afterwards, I'll just finish that off stream. I keep saying I'm gonna finish stuff off stream, but then I just don't. Also, that light is killer. Now I realize why streamers always have like those little ring lights and they turn off the main lights in the room and have those shining on them. I fully get it now, because that's so annoying and it's bright and it's irritating on stream. Maybe if I just kind of block it perfectly with my head like this. That's what I'll try to do. I don't know how expensive those ring lights are. I'll see if I can't get some, because that's actually really annoying. It wasn't really an issue before, because I didn't have any overhead lighting in my last setup, but I do in this room. And I'm not moving back to my other room because it was in the middle of my living room. And it was honestly really bad because I couldn't like do laundry or have anything else going on at the same time. And the sound in there was just awful because it was a big wide open room. Well, not a big wide open room, but just more open than this. So it just sounded a whole lot worse. Things just sound better in here, which is good. Alright, let's finish up. So how was everybody's? How was everybody's? Whatever it is. 4th of July. That's what I was trying to think of. Those are the words. Mine was pretty good. The time with family. Launched off a bunch of fireworks. Oh God, I tell you what. If ever you are in a state that's where fireworks are legal and they let you use them, do not buy fireworks just because they are cheap. I got these. Why do I always do these in one line? I got these, whatever. They were these fireworks that were let's see, it was like a whole box of them. And the whole thing was $6. And I wasn't looking to spend more than like $20 because, you know, I need to be saving money. I'm saving money for like the worst reasons though. To get VTuber merch. Frick me. And Sheena's merch was announced today. And she's got a Fumo plushie. And a shirt that I actually kind of like, but I'm not gonna get everything. And she has a couple things that I really liked. Oh god, there was a playmat, like TCG cards, and a shirt that's a bit understated, and it just has like her Oshi marks on it up here, which is my kind of style when it comes to shirts, because oftentimes like I would love to get a shirt, but it's like I can't be wearing all that. Oh god. I feel too embarrassed. The cringe hasn't died in me yet. And it's, oh my god, especially with some of the shirts. And I don't see any point in getting a shirt that you're just never going to wear. So, I only ever buy stuff if it's like, yeah, I actually like this and I'll use it. Oh wait, where did I fix her head and put it over here? Okay, it was just past there. Okay, so it was like right there. So she's got some good stuff, but like, can't buy everything. I'd probably just get the plushie. Because there's too much stuff coming up. Especially with the Hololive English concert at the beginning of August. I need to have money set aside for that. Because that's going to come out of my paycheck I used to pay for rent. Things are always tight after that, so. The less money I can spend on stuff, the better. But yeah. And then there's also going to be like Advent 2nd anniversary merch, which I really only watch Shiori, so I may buy something of hers. Although, truth be told, I've never bought anything of hers except for her Friends With You plushie. I'm very picky about merch, so we'll see, but just in case. But no matter what, I need to have enough money set aside to actually like get streaming tickets for that concert. I might buy those ahead of time, so I just have them. I should be able to do that, right? Oh, speaking of which, I watched the Dodgers like after game party they had. Did they even win that game? I don't think they did. They never mentioned anything about them winning, so. There's probably a bunch of Dodger fans that were like, oh my god, this is like where everything turned around for us last year, and they're not wrong. Who were probably, all of a sudden when they realized the same girl who was a good luck charm wasn't back, and then they lost the game, they're probably like, she's gone, our good luck charm is dead. and then they probably went and looked up what happened to her. I wonder if Saba gained any subscribers from Dodgers fans figuring out where she is and what she's doing now. It does sound a lot better. I was watching her membership stream earlier, and she sounds legitimately excited. I really just think Hollow wasn't the environment for her. For whatever reason. Hot take, but it seems corpo VTubing is not for everybody. Well, that's not really a hot take. It's been kind of made abundantly clear over the last few years. Let's see, oh yeah, I was also, I got these, awful fireworks that were, I don't even remember what they were called, but it was like $6 for this whole box of them, and it said there's 24 packs in this box, and each pack had 6 in it. So let's see, 24. So that's like 144 little things to shoot off, and I was like, bro, this is definitely bang for your buck. Let's go. Here's the thing. I did not follow my own advice. When it comes to buying fireworks, you don't want to go for bang for your buck. You want to go for max enjoyment for your buck. So, that's going to be a little bit of bang. It's going to be as much bang, and for the least amount, let's see, the most bang and the best show for the least amount of work on your side that you can get. And these things were the most work I've ever had to put into a firework, who for a bunch of them just didn't even work. So they were just shit. What they were is they were just little tubes. They had a little bit of gunpowder in them, and when you lit the fuse, if it worked, it would shoot forward a little bit. It was supposed to shoot forward a little bit and then explode. And by a little bit, I mean like 5 feet. So they didn't go far. So they basically were just tiny fireworks that had just a little bit of gunpowder in them, but they would go pew, and they kind of sucked. However, the thing that sucked the most about them was that they did not always go forward. So sometimes they would go pew, and start coming like back towards you, or like way off to the side, and then explode. They were the worst. They were the worst. So you couldn't trust where they went, but that's despite the fact that they were actually kind of dangerous, and there was always a chance that whenever you lit one, it would just flip back around and fly straight at you. So you had to like actually run away from these like tiny things that are about this long every time, because or else there's a chance that you could just get hit. Anyways, but the worst part about them is that they did not bother to change the size of like the paper label that went over them from whatever standard sizes that they had. But what I mean to say is that the tube that actually had like the actual like firework in it was way smaller than the paper that they had covering it. So rather than just have shorter paper, or so that you could like just see the fuse and light it, they instead decided to just put a graphic on the end of like this little like nub of paper that was hanging off, that was about this long, mind you. They just put down their light here, or like fuse, and an arrow pointing. And so the first time I saw that, I was like, okay. And then I tried lighting it, and it just kind of lit the paper on fire. And I was like, what is this? So I tore off the paper at the end, and the fuse is like this long. The paper is about like this long. The fuse is like that long. And it's like super short up in there. And there's no way that you can like light it by just lighting the paper on the end on fire, because it's not going to burn to it. So in order to, and keep in mind, something that I mentioned earlier was that there were 24 packs, and each pack, there were 24 packs in this box, and each pack had 6 in it. So that means that in order to light off one of these, you had to open up the plastic pack that was in, take them all out. You had to tear off the paper that was around it. Then you had to find a safe spot, lay it on the ground pointing away from you, because there's nothing to keep it sitting up on its own, and then light the world's shortest fuse and hope, and then try to get away before it comes back and hits you in the face. These were the worst. These were the worst. Oh, they're so bad. And there was one point where I was like, I'm just gonna light off all of these because this is insane. So I just like put the box down on the ground. I opened it up. I took all of them out of the plastic packaging, and I started like, I just grabbed a bunch and I tore off all the bits of paper, and then like set them out and like started lighting them up. But the fuse is so short on them, so that, and there's always a chance that they're gonna like fly back and hit you in the face. So you can't just like light a bunch in a row. You have to like light one, and then I would try to light a second one, but unless it lit like immediately, you had to just get back. I wasn't using a lighter, I was using a thing called a punk. It's this little stick that has like this, it's just like this little like wood, like dowel rod stick that's really thin, and it has like this coating on the outside of it. I don't know what it is, it's like cork or something. And that's not cork. It's like some sort of like wood pulp mixture that's like on the outside of it that just makes it so that it burns slow. I'm gonna show a picture of it. They're called a punk. Firework punk stick. Yeah, here's a good picture of what they look like. They look a little bit like sparklers, but they're really just meant to be like, this is a fantastic picture. Hold on, let me grab this one. Oh, was that a WebP? That was a WebP. Oh my goodness. I tried to drop that in and it doesn't, no. Oh, come on. Oh, I did that over here, okay. Isn't it a good picture? No, okay, I'm trying to just drag in pictures. But they're all in freaking WebP. Oh my god. Let me just try to copy and paste instead of just drag over. What was one of the good pictures I had from before? I think it was this one, yeah. Alright, well, actually, hold on. This is what we're gonna do. What does this show? I'm just gonna show this real quick. Tier list. Here we go. Okay. And then, hold on, let me, nope, I want to hold Alt. There we go. And then I want to make it bigger. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what these things are. It's like a stick that's covered in like this wood pulp mixture. I don't know what it is. But they're really just meant to be like these little sticks that just burn for a long time. But the center of them gets like really hot, or stays really hot. It's like a glowing ember constantly. So that way you can just have like this little like glowing stick, this still glowing ember that you can use to light fireworks instead of having like an open flame everywhere at all times. Honestly, much safer. The problem is that kind of wood pulpy stuff does create a bunch of like really hot ash, so you have to always like hold it away from you, like it's a cigarette or something, and then just like flick it every once in a while to get the ash off. I imagine that's what's like to smoke a cigar. Anyways, that's what a punk is. So I have one of those. They'll light fireworks, but they're not going to be quick about it. Open flame's going to be the fastest, obviously, but you have to just kind of hold them there for a second, and eventually to go and go off. So, anyways, I'm sitting on the ground and I'm trying to just like, I just want to set up all of these and try to see how many I can just light off in a row. And eventually I was like, I've lit off maybe 20 of these. I don't like lighting these off. I have like 100 more to go. I ain't doing this shit. So I just started packing all of them up and walking back down, because I had like wind a ways up the hill on like our street, because we were firing them off in the cul-de-sac that's in front of my parents' house. But these things were kind of dangerous, so my parents were like, can you go up the hill a little bit? So I was like, yeah, I'll go up the hill a little bit. So we do that and get back, and luckily I had perfect timing. As soon as I packed them all up and started heading down, my family was like, hey, come on, we're taking a picture. I was like, great. And then at the end of the night, I looked at all of these and I was like, it's like 100 of these. I don't want them. I'm not going to use them. I'm never going to light these off. I can take them home with me, but then I'm just going to have random fireworks sitting in my house that I'm never going to use. What are we going to use these for? Oh, I didn't tell the worst part about these. So these fireworks were so shittily made that at one point I accidentally pulled out the fuse and on one of them, because they were not in there like at all. And let me see if I can draw this. Okay, so the fuse had there was like a little cap right here, and then there was the fuse coming out that you would light. Super short, mind you. But then on the other side of the cap, it just did that. And was like secured, like a little bit, like right there. So it wasn't like a normal firework where it would go in a bit and then the fuse would make sure they got to the gunpowder. No, the fuse was just barely inside there. And if the gunpowder happened to touch it, you're good. It'll go off. But that was luck though. Because it did not always touch. It did not always touch. It did not always touch. So I had a bunch of them that were just duds. Just duds. These are the worst fireworks. Never buy fireworks just because they're cheap. Because they're cheap for a reason. Anyways. Anywho, like Scoodle. But, oh yeah, so at the end of the night, I'm sitting there, my dad's like, do you want these? I was like, no. He's like, well, I don't want to just throw them away because it's just active gunpowder in the trash and that's probably not good. My dad was like, because we were spraying down the other ones that we had shut off, because you always want to spray those down with a hose. He was just like, here, just soak them in water and throw them away. I was like, good enough. So I just sat there for like a minute just soaking these things in water and completely ruining them until they dry out. Gunpowder dries. Oops. And then we just threw them all away. Yeah, that was a terrible $6. Probably one of the worst $6 I've ever spent. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know if it's the worst money I've ever spent though. I wonder what is like the worst money I've ever spent. Probably on something that I didn't know, or that I didn't actually get. Oh, speaking of things I didn't actually get, I ordered a sad beef from AliExpress, and I remember what was it? It was sometime last week. I was talking about it and I said, they only charged me $1.08, like $1.08. That was for a plushie that's about this big and shipping from China. I don't think this is going to come, but I'll just let the order go through just in case. And sure enough, on the 4th, I get an email saying, hey, your order's been canceled by AliExpress. We've issued you a refund that you could, in the form of a gift card that you can use on a future purchase. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Not even mad. I totally get it. Because the normal thing is like $20. And then shipping from China was going to be way more expensive. That was going to be like 40-ish bucks. But it was like $1.08 with free shipping. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So yeah. I guess whatever link I had used to get there kind of just bugged out and caused it to be way cheaper than normal. But because when I went and looked for the SatB listing without using the link that I gotten from a really old Sheena tweet, then it was like $20 before shipping. So I was like, we'll see if this goes through. It didn't. But that's alright. Although I'm probably not going to be able to get that anytime soon but I kind of need to get it soon-ish or else the tariffs are going to kill me. Well, it might be something that I just get later. Why did I just draw her shoes? Oh, that's why. Okay. Alright. But yeah, other than that, the 4th was fun. Launched off fireworks with the family. My nephews were troopers. They stayed awake for the whole thing. One of them was being a little rapscallion, but he's always kind of been a rapscallion. Oh my gosh, my mom. So whenever we used to act up, my mom wouldn't say, one of my mom's favorite things to say to us was, I hope you have 10 just like you one day. And we would always go, yeah, right. Well, so it turns out that my little sister didn't have 10 just like her, but did have one just like her. Oh man. And he's been pushing every buttons. And one time my sister asked like, hey, was I like that when I was a kid? And my mom just burst out laughing, was like, yes. So, oh man. Careful what you ask for. Yeah, but he's one of those kids that's just difficult to discipline. Because it's all just funny to him in a game. So, even if he's acting up and like being real bad, and the only thing that really seems to get to him is being like, when he doesn't eat a good dinner and he's like not getting a dessert, that's the number one thing that's like, I can't take that. But my sister and her husband are real good. They're like, well, you didn't eat your dinner, so you're not getting dessert. We laid it out very clearly what you need to do, and you're not doing it, so that's just how it is, and then they stick to it, which is good. Because I feel like if he didn't have that consistency, it would get bad. Yeah, always one kid. And he is the youngest too. Well, the youngest of two. He's the youngest also, and the youngest of two. And I think he's... That light is blinding. I need to do something about that. I think he's 4. 3, 4. Yeah. So he's also hitting that age. Like, legitimately, I know this was a meme for a while, when people are posting this, that was like me at 4 years. That was like, what is it? Jogo, that guy from Jujutsu Kaisen who Gojo uses Infinite Void on. He's like holding his hand like this, and all of a sudden he just sees like the entire universe flashing past him. He's like, oh. There's like a meme that was going around for a bit where someone like edited his hand holding a juice box, and it just said, me sometime randomly when I was 4 years old, all of a sudden gaining sentience. The thing is, that's just true. It really is like sometime around 4.5 that actually like the part of your brain that has to do with individuality kind of just fully forms or like starts to form or something, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh hey, I'm going from being a baby to being a tiny person. And it really is around that time. And it's usually around 4.5. So it's not really the terrible 2s. It's really like 3, 4, 4.5. When those changes are going on in the brain, that apparently kids can be their most handful, which I fully believe. I always tell people, like whenever I told people that I taught in high school, they'd be like, oh man, did you ever teach seniors? Seniors are the worst. No, seniors are the best. Seniors are the best. They don't do shit in class, but they also don't start shit in class. Seniors are in there and like, hey yo, I got... Oh wait, hold on. Do I still have that? I got that. Okay. It's like, hey yo, I got just a few more months and then I'm free. So they're just there to get the heck out of Dodge. And they want the least amount of issues in that meantime. They don't have to deal with staying after school. They don't want to have to deal with doing extra work. They don't want to have to deal with not passing your classes. They might not do shit. They might not participate in class, but they also don't start shit. And frankly, that is preferable. The people who really start shit, those are your sophomores and your freshmen. Because they're like, oh man, I'm in high school. Like, I'm a high schooler now. Like, I'm the one they make the movies about. I'm grown up when they're not. Alright, I'm getting way too granular. I need to take a step back here. I want to finish this line art today. When they're just not. But they walk around acting like... They're walking around acting like they got a 401k and they can vote and all that stuff. I've had students tell me flat out to my face, like, I don't need to do my work. I'm 15. I'm grown, and I just. The amount of things I had to stop myself from saying in that moment. Because you have to be an adult. You can't look at her and be like, shut up, you're an idiot. It's not how that works. You can't even drive. Don't give me that sass. You don't have a job. You don't support yourself. You can't even drive. Don't give me that. And what you want to say, but really have to say, like, yo, even adults know, like, when it's time to, like, buckle in and do what needs to be done, you know? Buckle in, that's not a term. It's time to lock in, mention. What were the phrases I just combined? Buckle up, knuckle down, and lock in. I just combined all of those. Okay, well, whatever. No. Oh yeah, I just realized tomorrow's gonna be a fun day at work. Hey. Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna see if I can't do 4 days in the office this week. Or I might do 3, we'll see. See what my gas holds up. I will say, all this VTuber merch is coming out at a terrible time. I just got to the place where I'm no longer in the red at the end of every month, or end of every like pay period. Fought back to that. After having to go pretty deep in the red to get my rent payments back on track. But yeah, paying rent 2 paychecks in a row was not fun. But now all this VTuber merch is gonna really stretch that. So we'll see how this goes. Although I'm waiting until... yeah, that reminds me. Shoot. How long is Gigi's merch gonna be up? Because I really want one of the Grimm plushies. I don't know. Also, I really want one of the Grimm plushies. So far that's been the only. I also want Friends With You, but Friends With You you can kind of get at any time. I need to make sure I have enough money for the concerts. Man, I kind of... I was watching that, like, Dodger Stadium after party, and at the end of it, they played, like, the ending songs from each of the days of the New York concert last year. Man. There's a part of me that always kind of wants to buy the DVD to that. Because that's like, other than like at Fest, well, that really is the last time that all of Myth performed together. Because Ame went affiliate soon after that. And since then, there's been 3 other graduations: Gura, Fauna, Mume. I do think Mume's, well, I think she'll show up here and there. Like, she just showed up at Doki's. She showed up at Doki's birthday singing a little. That was nice. But... and I know I've seen something about her doing, like, silent streams. But... I think she's gonna go the Nami route and... she's just gonna create the stuff that she wants to create. and is probably never going to come back to being like a full-time content creator, if I had to guess. Because she graduated the same time as, pretty much the same time as Gura. And, other than a few covers here and there, there's been nothing. I think it's one of those things where, well, I don't know. Mint took quite a while to come back, so. But yeah, Mint was gone. She graduated in January of 24, and she came back, I want to say in April, so it was about like 3 months later. Thank you, Mada, for bringing her back. Oh my goodness. Now she spends half her time in Japan. Gonna be worth it though. Honestly, I have so many people I watch. I often don't always mind when they're kind of gone for a break, or when they're working on stuff, like with Nimi and Mint the past few weeks. Because it's less stuff that I need to catch up on. Oh god, especially with Sheena's birthday today. Although she's going for like 10 hours, so. Oh wait, no. Also, I might do something weird next week. So I've been thinking about one of my favorite things to do is to play characters and things like that, and I haven't got to do that since being a DM. I have an idea for how to change up how I do my streaming, and instead add in some more characters on my stream, but as like little like PNGs. And I might start that next week. I was planning on starting that much later, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble. What is it? Alien Mixture, that girl who fairly recently joined like the Sox VTuber agency. I remember she was like in some corpo, and it turned out to just be like absolute trash. And she tried to get out, and they tried to charge her like $450,000 USD to leave. That didn't end up panning out, obviously. But it was this whole thing. But she is holding auditions next week for VTubers to perform in Epic the Musical. And I'm not a VTuber, I'm clearly a flesh tuber. But there's part of me that's like, hey, what if I what if I audition for the part of Zeus? What if, huh? What if? So, at least, but it's for like VTubers only. I was like, well, what if I introduce like that PNG thing that I've been thinking about doing for a long time? Maybe? I don't know. You know what? No, I'm gonna do it. I'm currently at the I'm tired of just thinking about things and I want to actually do things stage. And it's been a very slow process of me fighting myself But we're getting there. I took a pretty big step and I put in an audition for an agency that I'm not going to mention last year around this time. And one thing that taught me was that, and I obviously heard nothing back, but one thing that taught me was that even if you have all these ideas and these things that you want to do, you in your head might know what you can do, but anything that you try to do, well, let's see. This isn't like a regular job application where you just say, hey, these are all the things that I can do, and they just have to kind of take you at face value. You actually have to show these people what you can do. What I'm trying to say is that people will never believe what you can do, and well, in fields of content creation, people will never believe what you can do unless you show them that you can do that. And I've done a lot of showing. I've done a lot of telling, or not even that. I've done a lot of hoping and think of ideas and not a lot of actually implementing them. Oh yeah, I put in 2 auditions. Yeah, and one of the reasons why I know about Socks is because I actually did apply to their agency. Especially after they said that they were going to be taking a male talent. I was like, are you kidding me? That's rare. Yeah, I've officially got to the point where I'm not quite satisfied being a fan anymore. I have a little bit of the Burr syndrome. I always want to be in the room where it happens. So we'll see. But I want to start doing more stuff and taking more chances because, hey, even if they don't pan out, at least I will have tried and I will have something that I can put on my resume for later. And that's how I view this now. Oh wait, there's these little bits up here. Let's get these taken care of, shall we? Which means I need to be practicing the song Thunderbringer. Oh god. Also have no idea how they want to do those auditions, but I'm sure they'll take people who use PNGs. Although I'm not going to be a real PNG tuber, it's going to be more like some guy who uses that. Because it's still going to be my face on camera. Now getting away from that. Okay. And then this one should be pretty quick. There we go. The hardest part is going to be figuring out what size of pen I need. This was the size of pen that I was using over there. But when it's on like a full size canvas like this one, not quite as adequate. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering, well, why did he mention that you tried out for Sox but not the other one? It's because if there's one thing I learned about applying to that other place, is that if you apply and don't make it, you shut up about it. Because if you apply again and they like what they see, but they then see you like talking about the last time, and especially like talking shit about it, they'll just disqualify you. So I'm like, nah, we're just gonna keep our mouth shut. I'll say I auditioned for something, but we'll keep it there. Although I don't know if they'll take me. I'm a little older. What is it, 34? I'm 35 this year. But I think I've had a very weird life. And there's a lot of things that I do that I think I kind of maybe strangely, oddly, uniquely qualified for this field. Well, with my background in theater, musical theater, D&D, being GM, DM, as well as being a teacher and having to work with people over the phone, and especially in tech jobs where my tech job before the one I had currently was working for a school district, and that one was constantly like contacting people being like, hey, I want to do this, we want to set up this time and do this thing. So basically setting up collabs and stuff like that. And then one of the things I always would do whenever I played games was, even though I never played them for anybody but myself, I would always put in little jokes and things like that that were just for me, that no one would ever see. Like with how I named my characters. I think one of the funniest things I think I ever did, but it will never see the light of day because I didn't record any of it, was when I played Persona 5 Royal. I started a new game, and I decided to name my character Senpia, so that way I could just get mad at every time that DLC girl called me Senpai. I'd just be like, it's Senpia. What? Why do you get this wrong every time? I've told you a million times it's Senpia. And I would do that out loud while sitting on my couch by myself to nobody. Not recording it, not streaming it, nothing. So, at least I think I have the makings of someone that could make a run at this, or that could do this, but we'll see. I mean, look, I've been trying for 2.5 years right now, almost 2.5 years, and I still just stream to myself, probably because there's a giant light that's blaring in everybody's eyes. Good lord, look at that thing. I need to get one of those ring lights so bad. Oh yeah, I also need to tweet that I need to use Twitter for more than just doom scrolling. I actually need to use it to boost myself. Well, actually announce when I'm doing shit, although nobody cares about me. I think I have almost as many followers on Twitter as I do here. On Twitch I have like 36 followers, that's it. After 2.5 years. Also not the funniest. And a bit more contemplative. And definitely a yapper, though. I can do that. I do think I need to talk about some other things besides VTubers. The problem is that's what I spend all my days doing. But I think adding in some more character to the stream, literally, will help. So I just gotta get that done. Although I don't want to do it on stream because... There we go. And hey, about an hour in. Alright, let's... Oh wait, hold on. One thing I need to do is... Oh, the panel lines. I don't want them down there. I want them up here. Okay. And then this, I want to lock this layer. And then... do a little bit of that. Oh wait, I do need to fix this up a bit. I want to unlock that. And then down here, and Bob's your uncle. All right, and then over here. Okay. Do a little bit of like this. It'll be a bit jank, but no one's gonna be looking at these. But we just need something that doesn't draw the eye. Ooh, that looks real bad. Oh, that looked real bad. As soon as I saw As soon as I zoomed out, I was like, ooh. Also, there's probably going to be some... I don't know if there will be firework noises tonight. It really died down since yesterday, so that's good. Although you can still see the refuse. There was a few discarded smoke bombs that I drove over on my way out to grab dinner. Cool this. By the way, one thing I want to do on stream here in a bit, of all things on the planet, listen, where I live is... I live in a place that has a lot of restaurants and is kind of a test market for a lot of things. Unfortunately, that means it's a test market for a lot of fast food places. So we just have a ton of fast food places around me. A ton of them. And one thing that just recently opened up near me that is deeply shocking is, of all things, a Tim Hortons. That's right, the Tim Hortons from Canada. So I want to do a stream here where I get some stuff from there and I actually like try it. Because I'm just so flabbergasted that it's a thing that exists. Okay, that looks so much better. Alright, now I need to do the same thing over here. This is going to be super easy. Panel lines, there we go. Boop. Easy. All right. Now I'm gonna sit down. now we're gonna start with, what do we want to do? We're gonna start with just throwing in some base colors, which means I need to bring my references back up. And I also need to attach the panel lines to, what's this? Oh, that's because this one actually does need to be different. So this one needs to be at like 40% opacity. But these two, this and the panel lines, these need to be on one layer. Because I need to set this as a reference layer. And then I need to make another layer. And then I'm gonna rename this to line art. Oh my god. Where did I type that? I cannot spell. Line art, there we go. Okay. And this is gonna be the color layer. And now I'm gonna need my references back. Here's my one for Gigi. Actually, where's my one for Callie? That's Mint. Nope. There we go. Okay, back down here. Grab this. Refer other layers. And then I think it's in here. Where, yep, I wanted to reference that one. Okay. Cool. Alright, and then let's get the pink first. How's the tolerance on that? Look at that. Perfect. At least it looks good. I don't see it. Oh, I just noticed something there. Alright. Hey. Nope. Hold on, now I need this. I need this pink back. Alright, and then, boop. There we go. Alright. I'm just gonna flatten a bunch of these colors. And then oh wait, and now I need to do the same thing here. I need to set this. Wait, no. I need to put these set as reference layer, make a new layer, put it underneath. There we go. Alright, and then same thing here. Set as reference layer, make a new layer, put it underneath. And then, boop. Alright, there we go. Hair done. Alright, let's grab the dress color. We're gonna go for that right there. Alright, doop, 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 doop. Yeah, because it's her right arm that is. Oops, nope. I'm on the line art layer. I'm on the line art layer. Everything back up. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. Okay, good. Wait, hold on. Are all of these on the right layer? Nope. Uh-oh. Well, we'll just hope that never comes up. Okay. Oh, I just realized what I did. It's like the tiniest bit. It's like a single pixel. Let's put it at like 1. Okay, that seems to have done it. Let's see, her left arm. Actually, hold on, I need to go back up to the line art layer. As her left arm really comes out to like right there-ish. Okay, go back down to this layer. We have this color. Boop. There we go. Hit these little bits and bobs and bangles and egos. Alright, there we go. Hit the corners. And then I'm gonna have to hit all around on these. Might as well just do that while we're here. Thunder ringer, through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Oh wait, I need to do the same thing over here. I forgot. Hold on, go back to the line art. Oh, I need black. There we go. Is that black? Yes, that's black. All the colors are starting to blend together. It'll be so real. I'm on line art. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. This is still my favorite Callie. True. I love it so much. Okay. And then dupe, 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 dupe. Oh wait, and dupe. There we go. Alright, now let's hit these edges just a little, and the corners and whatnot. Oh wait, there's a little bit down here. Glad I noticed that. There we go. Let's see. Doesn't she just have... I think I'm gonna make this one leg red because I intended to do that. Actually, while I'm thinking about that, let's just do that. There we go. All right. That's all the Callies on this page. Let's do the Callies on this page. Oh, one thing I need to hit on the line art layer. I just noticed this. Nope, we need black. There we go. I need a little bit thicker marker. There we go. Okay. So I want that leg to be red. Wait. Back down to this layer. There we go. Alright. And then dupe. Doop, 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 doop. Let's see, alright. Nothing has been going on. My Twitter feed has been nothing but like Uma Musume for days now. I've learned so much about this game that I'm never going to play. To be fair, it does look like, especially the amount of people who don't normally like gacha games actually liking this game. Like, what is it? Oh wait, I need to hide these. Yeah, especially the amount of people who play it who actually don't normally like gacha games, and I'm definitely one of those people. It's kind of been crazy to see. And also, the fact that all of them were based off of real horses. Man, to have been a fly on the wall conversation to get those added to the game would have been nuts. Oh wait, hold on. You'd be like, hey, we want to put your horse in a video game. No, no, no. Not how you're thinking. We wanted to turn your horse into an anime girl and put them in a video game. Like, how did they convince them to do that? These are all people who were probably very disconnected from those types of things, for the most part. But they pulled it off. And the funny part is, I guess it's not necessarily that funny, but the stuff that's come out about, like, the actual horses, like, what is it? Gold Ship? I tell you what, that horse was too smart for its own good. Everything I see about this horse is like, it's just this super troll that would basically be a menace at every chance it possibly could, and then absolutely dominate the competition. That's so funny to me. Okay, actually, I'm gonna grab some other colors from Callie and use those for parts of her setup as well. So, like, for the monitors and things like that. I'm on the right layer, right? Yes, okay, perfect. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Do, do, do. These computers are terrible. But I'm not fixing them. I did way better down here. Holy cow. One thing I do feel like is kind of touching though. What is it? That horse that's like Haru Urara? Haru Urara. Urara? Urara. Urarurara. Harararara. Harararara. Yeah, whatever her name is. It's like the horse with the worst record in all of like Japanese horse racing. What is it? He had like 113 losses and 0 wins. But apparently people found out that it had 0 wins and like 86 losses, and people were like, this is the ultimate underdog. And they just came out and just started supporting her and betting on her anyways, even though she sucked and was going to continue to suck and probably was not going to win. But she was just an underdog, and she was out there trying to do her best every time. So people just kept supporting her. And now the English community is learning about it and doing the same. That's very wholesome. I was on the wrong layer. And especially the fact that there's a bunch of people on the English side that are trying to turn her into the very best. Wonder what it is about the underdog. I think I'm gonna use the same color of brown for the door as well. No, things look a little bit too uniform then. I have tons of browns. Why do I have all these browns? Oh, this has probably actually been used for like skin tone, if I'm not mistaken. That'll work. It'll work. There's part of me that's like, we could have a little bit better color, but there's another part of me that's like, it's not that important. Let's see, and then over here. Boop, bop, beep, bop. Budge out. Alright, and then get these over here. I have so many little bits. I'm on the right layer, right? I was gonna say this would be really annoying if I wasn't on the right layer. Oh yeah. Another thing I saw is that crazy flooding that happened in Texas this weekend. Holy cow. Apparently they got like a year's worth of rain in like 45 minutes or something like that. Like a thunderstorm just like paused over there. And instead of like moving on, just continually dumped rain on that area for like 45 minutes. Let's see. Now, I've been in floods before. I've been on, actually, the Mississippi River while it was flooded. So, I know how dangerous those waters are. However, it rising that quickly, that fast, oh my gosh. And those people that went missing, oh my god. I can't imagine. I'm so glad I hit that. I was gonna miss that. And all those girls that were at like a summer camp that are still just missing. Oh man. I can't imagine. Can't imagine what their parents are going through. And especially at this point, like... It's just... There's just not a lot of hope left at this point. Oh. Where? Oh, I see it right there. Okay, hold on. This stuff happens. The only thing you can do is pray about it. It is nice to see everybody helping, though. Disasters are horrible, but... What is it? Oh, what is it? That famous Mr. Rogers quote? Always look for the helpers. If I grabbed the wrong color. That does not feel like Gigi's hair color. That feels like... There we go, that's better. There's gonna be bits and bobs that we're gonna have to switch around here, I know that, but... We're just trying to get in the base colors right now. I'm on the right layer, right? Yeah, okay. And and I know I'm gonna switch out some of these for sure. But it is what it is. And then right there. Okay. Oh! Sorry, this is extremely off topic, but also all the stuff that's coming out from Anime Impulse, like the new season of Frieren, and I can't believe they're doing a remake of Fist of the North Star. I'm a bit worried about that because I watched the Guts remake that they made a while ago. And I'll say this, I didn't watch the what was it? The Trigun, that's what it was. The Trigun remake. Although I really should. I heard good things about it. But I think is it the same studio that did that Trigun remake as well? They definitely have a similar style. I was not a fan of the style in the Guts. I don't think anybody was. Because it was kind of bad. But I think they've gotten a lot better since then, so we'll see. Oh yeah, I should just make Gigi the same color. Make my life a little easier. I keep checking to make sure I'm on this right layer. Alright. And then it's like so cursed. Alright, and then we just need a regular white. Oh, looks like some people did still have fireworks. I hear some bings and some booms out there. I can't believe people still have fireworks. That's crazy. How have you not fired them all off yet? Well, probably what they did is firework places always sell them off real cheap afterwards. So they probably went and just bought up a whole bunch real cheap and are having fun with the dregs. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's color some GGs, shall we? Alright, we need the jacket orange, the Jorange. It's only really going to be like these bits. She has a lot of colors on her. Goodness gracious, Girly Pop. Alright, bing. Bong. And that's really... Wait, no. She also has that orange on her tail as well. Okay. It's the outside and the inside. Okay. It's pink, bonk. And then white here. There we go. Nope. All right. Oh, I see an issue here. That's gonna cause a problem. Nope. We need black. There we go. All right, perfect. Perfect. There we go. Okay. And then need this color. Ooped up. Bing. Perfect. All right. What's the color she has for her tail? I think that's going to be the most neutral color right there. Oh, I see where it's getting through. It's getting through right there. Okay. All right, and then grab this color back and pow. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a bit of shading here and there. Oh. But I do want this to be a little bit different color than her eyes, or else it'll just be absolutely blinding. There we go. And then color of her shorts. It's not quite the same color as the tail. Probably want this color. Or no, we want this color actually. Just slightly darker. There we go. Honestly, well, no. Let's not make it the same color as a tail, because then it looks like... Oh no, I'm on the line art layer. I was been on the line art layer for a good bit. Alright, just some of the hair. Sorry. This boy looks extra cursed without the hair. Okay, then we come back down here. Let's add that stuff back in. But on the right layer this time. Because I need to come back up here. And I need to grab this, I need to grab black. And I need to add just like the tiniest line right there. Or like where her tail is. Oh wait, where's the tail color? This one? Yes, okay. Nope, on the wrong layer. I did it all on the wrong layer again. Oh my god. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's do shorts. Wait, is that the shorts color? Or is this the shorts color? I legitimately can't tell the difference anymore. We're just going with this one. Wait, did I do the shorts color over here? I did not. Did I do the shorts color up here? No, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, actually. She has skin legs. Okay. Nope. And then the shoes. We're just gonna make the shoes this silvery gray. That doesn't look silvery gray at all. That just looks... Actually, I'm gonna go with this color. That just looked white. There we go. That actually looks a little gray. All right, and the red. All right, and then we're gonna use the same color on the shoes. on the fans. And then we're just gonna put black in between. That looks so cursed. That's not too bad actually. That looks really, really bad actually. I'm gonna need to fix those up. Alright, but that's one completed GG. Oh wait, I didn't complete the buttons on Mori. Hold up. Where's a reference? We need the Mori button color. Probably that. Kind of a brassy color. There we go! Wait. Oh, I didn't hide it. Ah! Alright. I'm on the right layer, right? Yes, okay. Oh wait, hold on. I never hit these spots. There we go. Okay. And the red. The shoes. I'm on the right layer, right? Yes. Okay. Do. Then do. And what color is her hood again? Oh wait, that's the same color orange as this. I'm silly. There we go. And there's these two colors. This is the slightly darker one, I think. Yep, okay. And then there's this gray for the shoes. Perfect. Perfect. Now I need to get this and hit this here. Perfect. Okay. I think that's the base colors for them. I do... Hold on, I need to hit the inside of the mouths. And as well as the eyelids. Okay. Oh, I have some stuff down here I gotta hit too. I didn't completely miss this. I'm on the right layer, right? Yes, okay. I'm so good at drawing on the wrong layer. I almost said bad layers, but that's not correct. They're just wrong. Okay, let's take another look at the peeps. As in the mouths. What color do I want the mouths to be? Do I just want them to be black? No, that looks goofy. Or does it look goofy? It looks a little goofy. Especially in this case here. I don't think I want them black. I do think I do want them to be pretty dark though. Okay, so let's go over here. And let's go like 2 colors down. That's a bit better. There we go. That's a bit better. I'll take that. Oh wait, I forgot some stuff on this. Boop. Boop. Going through this at lightning speed. Oh man. Okay, and then just color for the inside of the mouse. There we go. Okay. I think that's the base colors for Gigi and them. We do need to do the chair now. Let's see. We're just gonna make the chair a gray color. We don't want it to draw the eye, really. Okay. We also don't want Mori blending in with it. That would not be great as well. Oh, one thing. I don't want to go that hard with it. I remember one thing that really helped me last time with the... One thing that really helped me last time with the shading was putting each of the colors on their own layer. Do I want to do that this time? No, this isn't... I'm not... that invested in this. Alright, and one thing I want to do is I want to change the color of this slightly. No, so bright. What color do I want the back walls to be? That's the real thing. This I really should put on different... Actually, hold on. Let me play around with the colors a bit. No, that's too dark. Let's go even darker. No. I do like that little hint of purple though in there. And I'm getting from these colors that I used for Sheena. Actually, well, one thing I need to do is I need to make the floor a different color. That'll help a bunch. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. I really should, hold on, I really should put these on different layers though. Okay. Okay. I really should put that on a different layer. That way I can mess around with it just a little bit. And it not can become a huge burden. And I'm not constantly like messing with the back when I'm shading, because that would get really annoying really quick. Okay, here we go. Oops, just bump the mic. Oh wait, there's some like hair stuff I need to fix, I just noticed. Okay. Do. Actually, line art layer, hold on. And then, need actual black. I need to fill this in. Because I originally didn't color those in because I had the hair going nuts, but those do need to be filled in. And then I need this area to be a slightly darker color, just slightly. To show that it's like a different room. There we go. Oh wait, that needs to be white. I'm on the line art layer again. Oh my god. Okay. Then we go back to here. Grab this color. There we go. Okay. Then there we go. Alright, and then this, I need to fill in, boop, bam, ba-chow, with these little corners, and then, there we go. Oh wait, hold on. I'm noticing little things that need to be fixed up real quick. Get those. And then get that. Those little bits and bobs. Okay. Oh, and doorknob. I want to make the... I grab this color, but then I'm gonna make it slightly lighter. Actually, that doesn't seem to have helped. Slightly lighter and slightly yellower. Yeah. I just hit the same color as a dog. Oh my god, that's almost exactly... It's a very slight difference, but oh my god. Okay, well, all right, let's make it darker again. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna use that same color for these. The door hinges. Oh yeah, I've been obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom lately. I've been having an itch to replay it for a while, and finally I just... Actually, on a trip that we took at the beginning of June, I started playing it again on my Switch, And now I've just been like playing it all the time. Oh my goodness. I don't know what came over me. Hold on, I'm gonna do something. Then I'm gonna lock these. And then I'm going to... do this, and then I'm gonna come back down here, grab the black, and there we go. Okay, what layer is that on? What layer is that on? Oh, okay. There we go. What are those little gabagools? All right, and then we'll do that. Layer 8, and then just fill in those bits. Why? Oh, that's because I'm still erasing. Duh. Nope. Need that color. And then I'm gonna come up here and then erase that a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Oh, it still looks terrible. Actually, never mind. All right, back down here. Fill this in. Okay. Looks better, but not great. That looks so different, actually. It looks so different. There we go. Okay. They just couldn't be connected. That's what it was. All right. Is that all the... Oh, wait. No, hold on. We gotta hit the... Boop. All right, then. Do. Oh, wait, and... I'm gonna shade this a bit, but not a lot. All right, then we gotta hit the backgrounds here. I'm on the right layer, right? Yeah, okay. And that slightly darker tone for past here. All right. And then this for the background here. Do. All right. Ah. All right. What's the colors that I used for this? And then these. Actually, hold on a second. I'm on the right layer, right? I've been on the wrong layer on this page so much, which really stings because it's the page with the most going in on it. Okay. All right. All right, and then we need the lighter tone back there, and then the white right there. There we go. I think those are all the base colors. Yeah. I'm not noticing any grays. One of the easiest ways to tell, though, is... Alright. It's set to, like, over there. How if I just switch it to... Actually, let me grab this color. Wait, hold on. Let me grab this color real quick. I've put a ton of this on the line art layer, haven't I? Oh no. Alright, I got that color. And I'm gonna use it so it kind of gets locked in. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, then I'm gonna switch this paper to just green. See if anything shines through. Oh yeah, I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay. There we go. A lot of this is super easy though. Aha. There we go. Oh. Oops, no. Maybe best to just... Okay, well, we've done this now. We've made this bed. Let's just lie in it. Oh. There's a lot of green that's bleeding through. You can't really tell though. Although it does make things sharper when I make sure it's up next to the edge. Alright, there's gonna be a lot of... just a little work like this. Might finish up the rest of this off stream. I know I said that last time, but I think I really mean it this time. Because it's just a bit of shading. I don't think there's a full stream left of work left in here. And if it is, it's just going to be boring, busy stuff. Getting rid of this darn green. So, I think I'll save this for later. Alright. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun, but it has not been a fun reel. I will be back probably tomorrow. We might work on the thing that... I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. We might work on other stuff, we might not. We'll see. We might get back into Clair Obscur. We'll see. Might do something else fun. We'll see. Or I might take tomorrow to actually work on the stuff that I want to finish. And then we'll bring that in on Wednesday or Thursday. I might do that. Actually, that sounds like a better idea. Anyways, I will see you all later. You all have a good one. Peace.